Hey everybody, this is Dr. Overs, and this is a very special episode of my Let's Play EVE Online. So, where to start? I had recorded a whole thing, and I'd explored all the new Incarna stuff, and I didn't even notice it at the time. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention to the orm or whatever the hell it is, but then getting like on Thursday, Friday, I was finishing it up and getting ready to edit it down and all that. And then, well, I'll say this. CCP, just say what you like about them. They really know how to really piss people off. People are mad. People are hopping mad. People are very, very angry. And I think that they've kind of completely missed the point. Their dev blog and their attempt to calm everybody down with the PR thing failing pretty miserably, primarily because they don't really get the reason why people are upset. It does come down to microtransactions, and it comes down to not how they're implemented right now. The pricing in the store, whatever. I mean, who cares? If somebody wants to be an idiot and spend that kind of money on something, that's their business. It comes down to a year ago, CCP pretty much said that they would not be using microtransactions in EVE. Then it became clear that yes, they are going to be using microtransactions in EVE, and their first thought of it was to sell neural remaps for Plex, which was a horrible idea because it impacts the game. It impacts how we all play and gives a player who's willing to spend cash an advantage. And that's really not the EVE that we all kind of signed up for. So it comes down to a question of trust. And do we trust CCP to not introduce things in this microtransaction store that have game-changing effects? And the answer to that is no. And the reason why is because it seems relatively clear based on some admittedly internal stuff that was leaked out, which I'm sure the entire internet has read by now, that this is kind of the direction they want to head, or that they're interested in looking at. And it's kind of a kick in the pants to myself and a lot of players who have invested years in this game. Years. And I want to, let's think about that. I have multiple accounts, and I've been playing this game for 4 years now, basically. That's not an insignificant amount of money. It's not an insignificant amount of time. And I kind of crawled and clawed and earned what I've got. Both on Dr. Ogres and my main and my other alts and all of it. There were no shortcuts. There didn't exist, and so there's that. But that's not even the whole problem. The other part of the problem kind of comes in the I'm going to call it a lack of direction. Incarna as an expansion is not an expansion. It doesn't add to the game. In fact, I could argue that it has removed from the game, and it kind of has. What it seems like isn't that this is something that is built to make the game better or bigger or more awesome. It's built as a framework for introducing microtransactions to the game, and that sucks. That really sucks. If they want to add microtransactions, I don't care. It doesn't impact me one bit. The game in and of itself hasn't changed one iota because they put a monocle on sale for some form of currency. Whatever. What it's done, though, is it's shown that they're much more focused on other projects right now, and they don't really have a solid direction for EVE. or at least not a solid direction that speaks to the majority of the player base, I would say. And I would think they think that it's, I think that CCP believes that the people who are complaining are just a vocal minority. I think CCP is wrong. I think that there are more people that are upset than are complaining. And they are foolish to think that the voices aren't important to listen to at this juncture. The email that was leaked, where Hilmar indicates that they want to watch what the players do instead of what they say, is, I think, very short-sighted. Incredibly short-sighted. Because this is the point where the players are saying before they do. And what they do, I don't think it's going to be good for Eve. I don't think it'll be good for CCP. I don't want to get to a point where I log in and I can't find people to shoot. You know, and well, I mean, and let me put it this way. I've already turned off the captain's quarters. It doesn't add anything to my gameplay, and it stresses my system out so much that I can't really play the way I like to play. And that's what Incarna's done for me. You know, it's removed basic functionality from the game for me, and I don't particularly appreciate it. But it's not like, I don't feel like it's done maliciously, I guess is the word I want. It is what it is, but I don't know. I think people have a right to be upset, and I think CCP really should be paying attention. So I don't know. That's kind of as I was editing down and I was getting ready to publish my last episode of this, it seems so pointless. So pointless. Based on everything that's been happening in and around Eve in the last few days. It's pretty crazy. I mean, if there's anything that tells you that something crazy is going on, it's that I've been into Dixie for almost a whole minute, and I haven't seen one scam in local yet. How's that for insane? I think it's a little crazy. So if you haven't seen already, Vitally Cool put up a really good video about the protests in Jeddah, which, you know, that was pretty interesting to see. And, you know, if that doesn't say something to CCP, I don't know what will. A lot of us are concerned. You know, myself and my corp, you know, we've been playing this game and building our corporation for years and years. I mean, the corporation itself that I'm in is about to hit its 6th anniversary. 6 years of people working together to build something that is becoming increasingly irrelevant. And that's never something you want for all your spare time. You know, that's not really how you want it to go. So all of us bitter vets are incredibly bitter about this. So at any rate, that's what I wanted to say about the whole shenanigan fiasco thing. And I'm going to get this video put together and uploaded right away, just because I think it needs to be done. I may go back and redo episode 23, or I may just upload the old one. I don't know. We'll see. At any rate, I hope you guys are having a good one, and let's all let's all make sure that we say what needs to be said, and that we tell CCP in pretty, clear terms that game affecting things in a game that we subscribe to should not be purchasable. And that to me is the real crux of the matter. And it would be nice if we got some actual interest in developing the game, the flying in space portion of the game, handling the things that need to be handled, solve, and all of these things that are fundamentally broken, and really haven't been touched for ages. So, alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with hopefully a more upbeat video soon. I'll talk to you soon.